What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Southern Guy here. Welcome to the WWE SmackDown Live review results reactions for SmackDown Live and the WWE draft coverage right here on YouTube channel right here. Subscribe to the channel right here at Southern Guy. That's what you get your channel. Hit the little bell for notifications when I upload. Please follow me on Twitter at Southern Guy official Twitter account. Guys, the draft will continue tomorrow live, or as you heard, will continue tomorrow, but it won't be on air. But they will continue the Raw draft on Monday, for Monday's side. The WWE 2020 Draft Edition of SmackDown at Fox opened with a live viewing of the Thunderdome at the Amway Center in Orlando. We got Michael Cole and Corey Graves welcomes us. We got the Virtual Pro. We go right to the ring with Greg Hamilton introduces Chief Brand Officer Stephanie McMahon, who will be the presenting over the draft. Stephanie McMahon comes out to a blue brand and blue and red podium on the stage where she welcomes us for the 2020 WWE Draft. She goes on the right to the first pick of Raw selects WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, which McIntyre stays on SmackDown. On Monday Night Raw, I'm sorry. Drew stays on Raw. And then on SmackDown selects the Universal Champion Roman Reigns stays on Monday nights. On Friday night. Sorry guys, again. Correct my errors. So Drew stays on Raw as WWE Champion, and Roman stays on SmackDown as Universal Champion. So Asuka stays on Raw as Raw Women's Champion. And on to the blend selects Seth Rollins. SmackDown selects Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes over to SmackDown in the first round. The Hurt Business stays on Raw. MVP Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, and United States Champion Bobby Lashley stays on Raw. Killer Braxton is backstage with Seth Rollins. Now he says he talks about the thrill coming to somewhere new, exciting. He says it's a little more heartbroken, upset about he won't be on Raw to see the Mysterio family implode, but it's lucky to see for him to have to see. But unfortunately, though, he does. Rollins and Mysterio and Dominic and Ray was drafted to SmackDown. We got a Falls Count Anywhere match. This is the first match of the night. Big E versus Sheamus. They battle all over the place. 2 count on the floor. Kendo stick. Big E pulls a kendo stick from under the ring and starts beating Sheamus with it. And Sheamus nails a 2 count on the floor. Then Sheamus continues to brawl on the outside. They got the parking lot and brawl. We see Big E roof the rooftop. The table hits him with a candlestick. The Sheamus takes the Big E to catering area. He laid him by dumping food all over him, eggs and all kinds of stuff like that. Then we see the tables keep turning to a trash can. Sheamus beats Big E down the hallway. Suddenly we go to where Big E beats down with a big Sheamus down with a broomstick twice, not once but twice. Big E charges with the trash can, knocking him out to the parking garage area. Sheamus begs and pleads, but see, Sheamus grabs a tire iron, decks Big E with it a few times. Sheamus then takes Big E to the hood of the car now, and then goes for the white noise, just like before. Big E whistles when the windshield shatters, and he still kicks out with 2 count. Sheamus can't believe it. Finally, Big E slams Sheamus on the hood of the car. Then Big E delivers a big ending from the hood of the car through a table, and that was pretty much it. Big E wins the match over Sheamus in a Falls Count Anywhere match. After the bell rings, we see the parking garage. Big E tire iron recovery. We get Steele the Bailey versus Sasha Banks. Kevin Owens versus The Fiend. We get Jey Uso comes out. Talks about announcing hype up Roman Reigns versus Usos WWE Hell in a Cell match, which will take place inside the cell. Let's see. Uso is waiting for his music hit. We see New Day backstage together again. They're celebrating the reunion. And they talked about their title match tonight. They get a title match. Appointment goes on to appear on the big screen. Talk about Jay's family. Trying to place the next appearance for the WWE Universal Champion. Talked about Clash of Champions. We still see Man and Pierce backstage to go over the draft picks. Back from break, we see on the stage she announces the New Day versus New Day SmackDown Tag Team Championship versus Shinsuke Nakamura tonight. For tonight, the draft is now picked. She announced the selection. AJ Styles comes over to Raw for SmackDown. Sasha Banks stays on SmackDown. Bianca Belair comes over to SmackDown. And then the final pick of the selection, Round C selects Raw selects Tag Team Champions, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax stays on Raw. AJ talks about with a video from his home now. Should be also interesting. He picked number 1. He feels that he deserves to be cheers chant like Jeff Hardy and Nick Bearded WWE Intercontinental Champions. AJ Styles go on to say he's headed to Raw, and it's about to get phenomenal. We had a match with Jeff Hardy and Matt Riddle versus John Morrison, The Miz at the tag team match. Winners of this match was Matt Riddle with the knee to the Miz. Riddle follows up with a bro scissor, and then Miz with a fairly quick win over the middle. Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy defeat Miz and Morrison after the match. Lars Sullivan makes his big return. He hits the ring, destroying Riddle and then Hardy, and then he delivers a power moves to both superstars. Also takes out the Miz too by saying, and Lars Sullivan stands till the music goes. Lars still yelling at the crowd. We go to replays. Back for break, we see Stephanie McMahon is on the stage, doubts the draft pick. She picks Lars Sullivan will be added to Monday night's draft pool. She announces that Ricochet will stay on Raw. SmackDown picks Jey Uso to stay on the brand. Raw picks Mandy Rose to stay on the brand. SmackDown picks Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio going over to SmackDown. And Raw picks The Miz and John Morrison going to Monday nights on Monday Night Raw. We see Rey Mysterio celebrating. The Mysterio celebrating that they stay together. And it looks like Seth Rollins isn't free from them just yet. Look at SmackDown women's title match, Sasha Banks versus Bayley. They went on it with. Finally, this match was won via disqualification, but Bayley still retains the title. Banks wins by disqualification, but she doesn't win the title. They will face each other at Hell in a Cell again for the title. After the match, Banks is furious. She ends up sending Bayley to the face first of the chair in the corner. Banks folds the chair and smacks Bayley across the back several times. Now yelling at her. She clutches to the floor. Bayley rolls out the ring, clutches to the floor. We get SmackDown Tag Team title match. The New Day versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura won the tag team match. Winners of the match, Woods goes for the top rope and hits the big flying elbow of Nakamura for the pin and the win to win the titles. Winners and new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The New Day win the SmackDown Tag Team titles. After the match, Kofi and Xavier Woods stand tall to lead the titles. Fans cheer them on. Big E runs down with them to celebrate. It says Stephanie McMahon's back on the stage for more draft picks. Raw selects the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods come to Raw. The Blue Brand and the New Day points to how Big E was included. Stephanie McMahon announces that Big E has been picked by SmackDown, so Big E is staying on SmackDown. Kofi and Xavier are on Raw. The New Day is bombed out, and the ring Raw selects Dana Brooke to stay on Raw. SmackDown selects Otis to stay on SmackDown, and Angel Garza will stay on Raw. Raw brand. We're back from break. Announced the WWE 2020 draft will conclude online tomorrow with the 2020 stimulus draft. We're back from break. We get Otis and head machinery focus on biz and boards. A woman comes in to serve Otis with a paper saying that lawyers and Ms. has filed for continuing the courtroom segment was planned tonight for tonight. Tucker and Otis is happy. We get the main event of SmackDown. The Fiend versus Kevin Owens. Winners of this match in the main event of SmackDown. We see Otis go powerbomb that sent the Fiend, put the Fiend through a doubt saber. Fiend gets back up to his feet and beats on the count. Owens can't believe it. Finally, Fiend goes for the Battle Claw, but Owens resists. Owens delivers a stunner, but the claw still in. Fiend slams Owens with another Uranagi. Finally, the Battle Claw still applied. The Fiend holds Owens down with the claw for the pin to win. To win, the Fiend defeats Kevin Owens in a one-on-one match on SmackDown today. After the match music hits and the lights covering the arena as the Fiend stands tall. The light suddenly goes black out. The red lights come back up and the Fiend standing on the stage now face to face with Alexa Bliss. And that was pretty much it for SmackDown. Corey Graves hypes next SmackDown on Fox Season 2 premiere tonight as the draft goes on air. We'll see Roman Reigns next Friday at SmackDown's season premiere. Roman Reigns defends the Universal title against Braun Strowman. And the New Day's final farewell match, they will be going over to Raw after next week. They will be on SmackDown's final appearance next week on SmackDown season premiere.